Hey there, you. Welcome back to another reading. This is a card reading, an oracle card reading. It's like a pick a card reading. I'm going to pick a card and I'm going to read it to you, and it's going to be something for your highest good that you can use right here, right now, at this time. Now, look, the perception card comes out. Let's start here. Perceptions are an important thing because they shape our life. You'd want to talk about telling your future, talk about your perceptions. Now look, first thing I want you to consider is if you perceive this video spiritually channeled message as being for you, if you perceive it as being for you, then you're going to feel and hear things that feel personal or feel important to you. You're the one who decides. You decide if this information is going to be helpful or not. You do that by going up here in your secret garden. That's why she's in her little garden back here behind the closed door. What's the secret garden? You know, it's your innermost space, your consciousness space, your third eye self, your spiritual observation tower, whatever you want to call it. I'm using multiple descriptions for it to help more and more people to recognize it. It's just that little mindful space within that no one else can go. And when you can perceive this place, this identity as a spirit, then you can always enter into your secret garden, and in there you can formulate whatever perceptions, whatever ideas you want, that you prefer. And you put them on up here first. That's what the green crystal gemstone is. It's you putting on your idea, and then you're going to see that reflected out in the world through the butterfly and the bluebird. They're going out into the world to take your concept, your idea, your decision, and they're going to go out in the world and they're going to start to flutter it back to you in coincidences, signs, situations. So what am I saying? I'm saying that perception is vital and that you can control your perceptions. You can vote for your perceptions. You can decide to not listen to the world around you, and you can come up with your own preference up here first, and then you start to see it reflected back in your reality. Oh, this is so important because look, the power is right here in your hands. Oh, the kingdom of heaven is closer than breath. It is right here in your hand. So good, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, is what it says in the Bible. So, the second thing on this perception is you want to realize, realize, make real in your eyes, that the things that you are going to vote for, you want them to be good things. You want them to be things you prefer, not crappy, dark things that you don't want, right? All right, now nobody would do that. Why would we ever do that? Why would I imagine crappy things? Like, why would I focus on illness and tell myself a story that I'm sick? All right, I'll tell you why. If I'm using evidence around me, out there in the world, outside of my secret garden, if I'm using evidence out in the world, like a news program, let's say a news program starts talking about you know what, and they're talking about it over and over again, and you hear it over and over again, it's presented to you that it's a problem, an illness that's happening over and over, you're going to start perhaps to be bombarded with that information. And if you let it in here and you just decide like, all right, you know what, I probably am sick because what, you know, I got a little cough, or oh, you know, I got a little ache, or this or that or the other. We start to build a case for it, build evidence for it, perception. So don't use your light for dark things. Don't use your power of perception, your secret garden, your gemstone of green heart chakra to make crappity crap. So what could actually cause us to accidentally tell a crappy story? Well, you know this. There's only one thing that can really push our storyline, and that one thing is strong emotional reaction. Oh yeah, so what does that look like? Well, it looks like if you're driving and someone cuts you off and then you get startled, you're like, or it looks like you're kind of doing 3 or 4 things at the same time. The pots and pans fall while you're trying to go ahead and get the cabinet door open, and you've got the stove getting ready to be turned on, and everything's kind of like juggling around, and it's all a lot of pressure, and you're like, emotions can be disturbed, pushed, and it's just an energy surge. And when that happens, we're susceptible it seems, in the past at least, I've been susceptible to have an explosion of energy that causes me to get all irate and start telling a story. How dare they? How dare they? Oh, if only this. Oh, I bet it's going to be like that. Oh, I better watch out or else. Oh, all of these darker stories come up because of reaction. So the solution there is always going to be to learn to practice pausing, getting calm upon emotional disturbance. You can see how it is if you pause and take a longer breath and just sort of calm your mind, then you're going to be able to start in that neutral zone again, and then you can pick the perceptions you prefer. Ooh, that's going to be good. Now look, you can take 10 sticky notes and put them up around your place that say pause and breathe. And if you do that, then whenever you see one, you're going to be a little startled by it because you're going to forget you put them there, and you're going to be startled and you're going to go, and then when you do that, that's going to be your trigger to recognize your breathing. You just pause and breathe whenever you see the sticky notes. Before long, it's going to be a little bit of a practical habit that will happen when you do feel strong emotions. Someone will come up to you and they will be angry and they'll perhaps say this, that, and the other, pointing their finger at you, and you're going to feel, and when you feel that, you're going to hear yourself gasp, and that gasp is going to trigger your calming emotional relaxation, and then you're going to be in that space of mindfulness, secret garden place. You're going to be able to handle all these difficult people or the things they say and do. The emotional expression they pack out won't get into your goody good zone. You're going to be free and able to handle emotional and mental information that is being presented to you by pausing and breathing, by getting into that mindful conscious breathing practice, by putting up those sticky notes that say pause and breathe. Oh, so goody good. Being spiritually awake is going to be the number one thing every day, all the time. If we know that we are this non-physical body, this spiritual being having a human experience, then we're able to go back there, retreat back there, and we're able to formulate our preferences. I prefer wellness. I prefer financial freedom. I prefer smooth relationships with people and situations around me. Oh, what is that like? What do you mean you prefer that, Brian? All right, well, let me go imagine it up here, the perception card. Let me go up in my secret place and really consider what that looks like. Look, I'm staring at the evidence up here in my little daydream space. Ooh, what does it look like to have smooth relationship with my ex? Ooh, let's look. All right, I see it. It looks kind of like us sort of talking with each other civilly, not arguing. All right, yeah. Oh, it feels good. Like, oh, wait, she texts me a little picture of something cute. That is something that I would like. She texts me a picture of a little like tarot card thing because she knows I like tarot cards. Wow. She saw a tarot card thing in her reality, like when she was on Facebook, and she's like, wow, Brian would like that. Let me just text that to him, like a little meme about tarot cards. And she texts it to me, and I'm getting that text in my mind's eye. Look, I'm formulating a story up here. Wow, it feels so good to think like my ex is thinking about me in a way that matches who I am. And she's not arguing with me. She's not asking me for anything. She's not complaining to me about anything. No, she's just like, wow, dude, here's something that reminds me of the best of you. And it's coming in through my text. So look, I just had that little daydream. I described it for you up here in my secret garden, my little green heart chakra gemstone place. Now, all I need to do is let go of it. Let go and trust that little bit of emotional and mental work that I did up here, that emotional and mental energy that I did is going to go out like the butterfly and the bluebird. Whoa, it's going to go speak to her. It's going to speak to my ex, and it's going to flutter around her consciousness space. It's going to colorize her face. She's going to have new eyes to think of me in a way that is so peaceful and serenity-like. Yeah. And will she send me that text with a little tarot card mem? Oh, you know what? I don't care if she does or not. Why? Because I've already got my experience with it like it already happened right up in my consciousness space, in my secret garden. And that, my friends, is the important thing. If you're able to see it up here and feel it up here, you've got 2/3 of the equation, because we have seeing, feeling, and then the physical representation of it. If you can see and feel it up here, that's enough to feel like it happened. Because when I saw it up here and felt it, it became a memory for me, a memory. As I described it to you in my secret garden place, it was solidified. It was made solid in my memories. And memories don't know the difference between what happened in real world and what happened in Spiritville. So, I will tell you this. Yeah. I know for sure. Watch what I'm deciding. I know for sure. Watch how I decided and state it with my words and tell you. I know for sure that she's gonna think of good things about me. Yeah, and there's a really good chance. In fact, I'm going to get some kind of a text from her. If it's not the tarot card mem that she spotted, it's going to be some other cool thing that she sends me or that she communicates to me that relates to the best of me and the me that I prefer. And that's going to help our relationship be smoother in our ex-hood. Yeah, and we're going to learn more and more how to better parent and better communicate and have smoother relationship the way it should be. So, why does that happen? Again, it's because we are going into our secret garden and we are telling a story in there. And then we make his story. We tell our story, then it becomes his story. Our story, history. Yes, that is how it works. You've got so much power. You just need to know that it's right up here. If you unlock your secret garden, hey, you have a key and it's you. You're the key. Believing that it's possible that there is a space up here where you can go to. That's the key. Being willing to admit, like, yeah, I do feel like some kind of inner observer. Wow, I have been this weird spiritual observation person since I was little. Wow, I am a conscious awareness. Wow. When you recognize that, you enter into your secret garden. Then it's just about playing around with the things you prefer. Oh yeah. Make sure you leave me some comments as to your experience with that, or even just comment if you want to vote for yourself to practice it and you want to stake your claim like, Brian, I'm going to practice that pausing and breathing. I'm going to put up those sticky notes. I'm going to get out that marker. I'm going to get out some paper. I'm going to post them and I'm going to have myself a goody good free time shaping my perceptions, handling emotional disturbances. So I don't tell myself crappy stories by reaction. Yeah, information could be presented to you that scares you and that causes you to gasp. And if that happens, definitely want to be able to pause and breathe so you can neutralize the strong emotional reaction. That's going to allow you to reframe or reshape your perceptions. And that's truly the way we drive the car of our life forward into the beautiful sunsets that we prefer. Yeah. So before we end this, let's pull one more card. Ooh, we will. Let's pull it out of the Little Mermaid and Dolphin deck. So we know right away that the most important thing in life, really, think about it, is waking up spiritually. Because if we can get out of ourself and get into our spiritual space, then we can contact all the new ideas, all the anything is possibleness, and we can then bring that into our personal life just by imagining and feeling it like it was real. That's what faith is. It's the assurance of what we're hoping for. It's the substance of what we haven't yet seen come to pass in reality. Jesus said it. He's like, yo, go up here and ask the Father. Consciousness space. Go up in your secret place, your quiet place where no one can go, and ask the Father and believe you've received it and it'll be done unto you. Oh yeah, you know that's true. You know that's true. And how else better to believe something by having 2/3 of the equation, the emotional feeling of it and the details that you can do up here in your imagination. Einstein said it too. He said imagination is more important than what we already know because imagination is going to include anything that's possible that we will eventually already get into the world. You're being helped by God Source Universe. You're being helped by the unlimited place up here. Make sure that you go in and ride that little dolphin in your secret place. That's represented right down here underneath the surface. You go down under the water and you've got this big whale. Oh, really? It's a whale that is going to be able to help you bring to pass the things you prefer. Heaven is working behind the scenes. Bing, behind the scenes. Heaven, that space, that secret garden. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you even if you don't see results yet. Even if you don't see the results yet. You can know it, you can say it's a done deal, and how do you feel when you know it's real already before it comes to pass? You feel like you're making a future of bright, bright. You know that there's nothing that can destroy your day. Whoa, are you kidding me? Could it be this easy? It really is, friends. Welcome to the gift of eternity. Welcome to that power of the spiritual being having a human experience. God loves you. I love you. I love you. And I'm telling you the truth when I say it to you, that I love that God is real and that you, my friend, are a spiritual being having a human experience. Everything you say and do is so unique and beautiful. We want more and more of your preferences, your goody goods, to come into the world. We're working in the background to pray on that, help you on that, know on that for you. And that's why every video exists on my YouTube channel, to help you come into your power, your secret garden, deeper and deeper, to get all those free preferences that you prefer to see come to pass. Enjoy your day. Enjoy creating a future based on your voting, imagining and feeling the things you want to see. Enjoy all the happy things that you know are available to you and me. Oh yeah, take care, friends.